what can you do to keep your liver healthy? Limit the fat in your diet. Very important. Stay away from toxins. Use caution when drinking alcohol. Hi, everyone. Dr. Partha Nandi. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon wherever you are. Here in beautiful Detroit, Michigan. Talking to you today about the liver, one of the most important organs in your body. It's very, very important to know what your liver is. It's essential to your life. And so I'm going to talk about, as a liver specialist, hey, how do I know if my liver is healthy, right? How do I know that there's nothing going on? And also, hey, you know what? What about, how do I know ways in which, if there's something wrong, to keep it healthy? We're talking about all that today. It's all about liver. And then remember, liver is in the right side of your body, right upper, right below, in that hole below your ribs on the right side, and that's where your liver is located. And most people don't think about their liver, right? Why? Because typically they don't give you a problem. So when it's working well, you don't know anything about it. So most people don't think about it. Yet it's one of the most important organs in your body. Works hard for you every single day. Stores and releases energy from foods. Acts as your body's natural filter, right? If the liver catches junk in your blood, it removes the toxins, and so you want to make sure that that you get these this important organ to be able to help you. So very, very important. So I want to get right to it. What can you do, right, to keep your liver healthy? What do you do? Number one, limit fat in your diet, right? Eating a diet heavy in fried foods, sweets, fatty foods lead to weight gain. Keeping your diet healthy will result in what? Leaner, healthier liver. Stay away from toxins. We talk about that. Insecticides, cleaning products, aerosols, which can damage your liver as it processes them. Be cautious. Be careful when you drink alcohol. Large quantities of beer, wine, liquor can damage liver cells and can do what? Lead to cirrhosis of liver. Drink alcohol in moderation, no more than 1 to 2 glasses a day. Avoid chronic use, which means using all the time, use of drugs, right? Every drug has to be broken down and removed by your liver. Don't mix alcohol and medication. Super important. A lot of us have seen them celebrities, right? They mix alcohol with other medications or even other types of drugs, and it can lead to death. It's very important. What about supplements? As a liver specialist, I wanted to be able to create a product that's really, I think, top-notch, quality ingredients. And I want to introduce to you Dr. Nandi's Liver Support. Liver Support contains a specialized blend of nutrients to support something that we call phase 1 and phase 2 liver detoxification. There's 2 phases of ways the liver gets rid of the poison, right? So the first one is mainly composed of something called cytochrome P450 enzymes. Fancy word about how your body really gets reactions to get a compound to be neutralized. And phase 2 is important. It takes the stuff can be poisonous, right? Can be harmful, molecules that are not fully metabolized, converts them from fat-soluble compounds to water-soluble. What does that mean? That means now your body can get rid of it with urine, bile, or stool. So that there's 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2 of detoxification in your liver. And with Liver Support, my new supplement, the Liver Support, each contains milk thistle. Very important. I'll get right into it. Milk thistle, and I'll have one of my team put the name down. It's called 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗯. That is the active ingredients. So many of my patients ask me, hey, Dr. Nandi, is milk thistle good for you to take? Let me talk about it. 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗯, 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗯. This is an annual plant that's in Europe and the US, luckily, and has been used for centuries as a botanical medicine, right? A plant-based medicine to boost liver health. And 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗯 is the biologically active component that's found in the seeds and leaves of the milk thistle plant. So it's been found to improve liver health by multiple mechanisms, including doing things like detoxifying the liver, through enhancements of the liver's pathway. And then also, it has been shown to increase the liver's protein synthesis, increasing the detoxification. So again, milk thistle, liver support has milk thistle. It also has artichoke leaf extract. I love the fact that these are products that are natural. They're not created in some factory, right? It's artichoke leaf extract is one of the oldest plants that are out there, used by the ancient Greeks and Romans, and they considered artichoke to be a valuable digestive aid. And artichoke leaf extract have been shown to be antioxidants, which means they detoxify things, right? And help with liver support. In fact, in a study, artichoke extract was shown to increase the body's production of bile. Remember what I said, right? Phase 2 of the detoxification is your body turns these components that they want to get rid of into water soluble, so then the bile can get rid of them. So you have artichoke leaf extract now is increasing the production of bile. And animal studies have also shown that artichoke protects liver cells against what we call oxidative stress, which means it doesn't get as much damage, and prevented the loss of glutathione, which is important, right? Glutathione is important in maintaining detoxification of liver. And then what about the next product in liver support? Dandelion root extract. Now I'll put the link to our liver support. One of my team will put it on there in case it's something that you think will be helpful. It's really good, I think, to support and benefit the liver. Going right through it, dandelion root extract. Now, dandelion is a native plant to the U.S., again, in Europe, and the leaves have been used as food and as herbal medication. So dandelion root extract, imagine that. In fact, the German Commission and the European Scientific Cooperative, interestingly, have also approved the use of dandelion, get this, to support liver health and increase the body's production of bile. So we're talking about stuff that's very natural. And studies conducted in animals, guess what, showed the dandelion root increases bile secretion, the secretion of bile, as well as glutathione peroxidase, glutathione reductase, and SOD. So these are all fancy words to help you to detoxify in the liver. And then you have two other components, methionine and choline. Now, studies have shown that methionine and choline play a significant role in boosting and really helping liver health. And they act as what are called lipotropic agents. So it helps in fat metabolism, breakdown of fat, and the mobilization of fat out of the liver, because fat can be, anybody who's got fatty liver, let us know in the comments if you or a loved one has had fatty liver. Fat in the liver can be harmful, right? So it helps to evict the fat out of the liver. In a study examining the effects of choline in 60 men, consumption of 550 milligrams of choline per day, guess what, helped the function of the liver. And this is how they knew. They knew it by looking at something called ALT. Anybody who's had liver problems knows that the liver enzymes, right? The liver enzymes are super important. And this actually helped the liver enzymes in a study showing choline. Now, what else does liver support, my new supplement, have? It has turmeric. Turmeric is super important. I love talking about turmeric. So the product that we have is called Complete Turmeric Matrix, and that's in our liver support product. And we know that whole root turmeric and its active components have been used in ancient, traditional Ayurvedic medicine. So what does that mean? A lot of my patients say, Doc, can I take a turmeric pill? Doesn't matter if I put it in my food. What the heck's going on, right? So we know that having the whole root turmeric is actually beneficial, right? So remember, in herbal medicine, people use tinctures and extracts of turmeric of all types. And what's happened is that as research is advanced, people think about, hey, you know what? Should we look at one individual component what we think is the active part, which is curcumin? And I'll put that on there, curcumin, right? Curcumin, is that the main product rather than delivering the whole turmeric root? So what we've done in this product is that we have components. The complete turmeric matrix includes components of the entire turmeric root all working together as nature intended to get better results, right? So the complete turmeric that we have in the liver support helps because it has 45% curcumin or curcuminoids, 2 to 6% turmeric protein, and then 3 to 8% volatile oil plus other components make up the entire turmeric root. So this matrix of bioactive compound, we're talking about turmeric now, in healthy GI tract helps detoxification, helps with a healthy microbiome, and maintains normal inflammatory processes and inflammatory balance, right? Specifically, turmeric and its nutrients like curcumin have been shown to again support phase 1 and phase 2 liver detoxification. And curcumin actually elevates levels of something called glutathione, and it helps with decreasing the damage of the liver. It's also been shown that it can actually help with the enzymes that help to detoxify. In a study looking at the effects of curcumin, which is, remember, in turmeric, in cells that are loaded with arsenic. We know arsenic's not good for you. It counteracted the effects of arsenic by increasing the activity of the detoxification enzyme. So it's very, very important. What else does liver support have? Garlic. I never met a clove of garlic I didn't like. I love garlic. Garlic is well-known spice and has a number of health-promoting properties. In fact, in studies, the effects of garlic on liver cells were examined to show what happens after you expose it to arsenic. Again, same thing. It actually helps. Arsenic releases something called free radicals, which means that can damage the liver. And what happens is that garlic can help to get the liver tissue to revert back to normal. And what we found in these studies is that following the administration of garlic extract, it has a liver protective effect. So again, you've got this amazing product, right? We got liver support that can give you milk thistle and the active ingredient 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗯, artichoke leaf extract, dandelion root extract, turmeric, methionine, choline, garlic. All this come together in a beautiful kind of a harmony, right? In kind of a concert, so that what happens is that you can prevent the damage. You can help to prevent, right, the damage that you that you can get otherwise. So it's very important to know, hey, you know what, that we can actually help in the process if you have liver damage. Remember, what happens if your liver is not healthy, right? Some signs that your liver is not healthy, important to pay attention. Your skin and eyes can appear yellowish or jaundiced, right? You can experience pain and swelling on the right upper part of your abdomen, swelling in your legs and ankles, itchy skin, dark urine color. Not all dark urine color means you have liver disease, but if you have dark urine color, talk to your doctor and make sure that you know it's all good, that you don't have any problems. I always want to put this up just to let you know, I think that it's important for people to know that the information on this live is giving accurate information, but you should always talk to your doctor about information that we give. Very, very important. So you can experience, if you have liver problems, some of the things could be constant fatigue with no cause, right? Nausea, vomiting, and you may have a tendency to bruise easily. Here's the problem though, right? Liver disease doesn't always cause any notable signs or any problems at all. In fact, up to 50% of people with underlying liver disease have no symptoms whatsoever. And what about statistics? I sometimes like to show those because it tells people how important the issue is, right? More than 100 million people in the US have some form of liver disease. That's amazing. 4.5 million people have been diagnosed with liver disease, given the official diagnosis of liver disease. Even though 4.5 million US adults have been diagnosed with liver disease, it's estimated, get this, 80 to 100 million adults in the US have fatty liver disease, and many don't even know they have it. Why does that matter? Why does it matter if you have fat in the liver? Left untreated, liver disease can result in liver failure and liver cancer. In 2020, in fact, right? 2020, 51,642 adults in the US died from liver disease. And chronic liver disease and cirrhosis was the 12th leading cause of death in the US in 2020. This is no joke, right? So we're talking about you have to know about your liver health. You have to do things to prevent your liver from getting damaged and do everything you can. And if you want to do that, let's figure out how the liver works and what can make it unhealthy. So a liver is an organ about the size of a football. All of us can see a football, right? You've thrown a football, so it weighs about 3 pounds, sits under your rib cage, right, on the right side of your abdomen. And your liver really eventually processes everything you eat. After your stomach and your intestine finish digesting your food, travels through your bloodstream into your liver for doing what? To filter it. And then the liver breaks down the fat to release energy. It produces a yellow-green substance called bile. A lot of people know about bile to help your body break down and absorb fat. This organ, the liver, is also involved in what? Sugar metabolism. And I have my friend 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗯𝗸𝗀, who's an expert in this on sugar metabolism. He's been talking about it for nearly a decade. Always a pleasure to have you on, Satish. And this organ helps to pull glucose from your blood and store it in the form of something called glycogen. Anytime your blood sugar dips, the liver releases this glycogen, to pull it back up easily. So when alcohol, medications, or other poisonous toxins make their way to your liver, they're pulled from your blood. So then your liver either cleans the stuff up or removes them into your urine or stool. Now, some liver problems are related to diseases and other health conditions. Other have to do with what? Your lifestyle, which you have complete control over, like how much you drink or how little you exercise, right? Again, some key conditions that you have to know about. Obesity, as our nation has gotten bigger and bigger, right? Bigger is better around here, they say in Texas, right? And I say it ain't always true. Bigger isn't always better. As our country's gotten heavier, rates of liver disease have done what? Going up. Extra weight can raise your odds of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, right? And the fat builds up in your liver, and that fat can be toxic to your liver. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is a condition, most commonly seen people who are obese, have type 2 diabetes, or have high cholesterol. And for some people, it can get worse, and the liver can get inflamed, and we call that non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, or NASH, NASH. Can lead to cirrhosis and other problems. What about alcohol, right? Super, super problem in this country and a lot of the Western world. Heavy drinking is tough on your body. Very important to know. The liver's process of filtering alcohol out of your blood can create harmful chemicals. So, drinking too much alcohol, too much booze for a long time, guess what happens? These chemicals start to take their toll on your liver. First stage of alcoholic liver damage is when extra fat builds up, and it's called alcoholic fatty liver. And if you keep drinking, guess what? You're likely to go to the next stage, which is alcoholic hepatitis, cirrhosis, and eventually liver failure. Not everybody has this, but many, many people do, right? Many, many people do. And so you want to make sure that if you drink at all, drink moderately, drink as little as you can. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be social, but know that alcohol is such a huge problem. I've seen folks that have gone from yellow to green and die. I mean, I've seen so many folks die in my practice that just because of the excessive drinking. Drugs and chemicals, helpful medications, right? And supplements can sometimes cause acute liver damage, including some antibiotics, things like Tylenol, if used inappropriately, and NSAIDs, things like ibuprofen and naproxen. It typically happens when you take a very high dose and mix this with alcohol and other drugs. Street drugs, right, like heroin and cocaine, can also cause liver damage. So can some herbal remedies, but you don't know what the heck you're taking. You have no idea where it's coming from, right? Some chemicals even used in dry cleaners and factories. You just have to be aware. Toxins can be dangerous for your liver. Very important. What about infections? Many of you know, right? Hepatitis A, B, and C. Infections of the liver. They can cause damage to your liver. Can cause acute, which means what happens now, or chronic damage to your liver. Your chances of getting hepatitis are higher if you share needles when you use drugs, have unprotected sex, especially hepatitis B, have sex with a lot of people, or live in an area where food or water isn't safe. So, when food and water isn't safe, you may be more likely to get hepatitis A. And we're talking about having sex with a lot of people or use unprotected sex, hepatitis B. So hepatitis or infections can also hit your liver, right? It can also damage your liver. What about autoimmune conditions when your own body's immune system is attacking it? If your immune system goes into overdrive, guess what? It could attack healthy parts of your body, including your liver. And that's what happens with autoimmune hepatitis and primary biliary cirrhosis. Treatment to curb the immune system's reaction may actually help. So very important that you work with your body to say, hey, you know what? This is my own organ. Stop irritating it. And that can clearly help. What about cancer? Unfortunately, different types of cancer can affect the liver, although most spread from other parts of your body. Your chance of getting liver cancer, the kind that starts in the liver, are really higher when you have damage from fatty liver disease, cirrhosis, hepatitis, liver failure, and other conditions. If that's the case, your doctor may suggest you get checked regularly to make sure you can't catch cancer early by typically an ultrasound of your liver or other types of imaging tests where you can see the liver. And how do problems progress, right? As you can see, right, lots of things can cause liver damage, and it tends to get worse over time. No matter the cause, remember, it usually unfolds in a similar way. First, your liver gets inflamed and swells. Then it gets scarred, cause fibrosis. With treatment, your liver may heal, but without it, the scars become permanent, and this is cirrhosis, and your liver struggles to do its job. If it can't do its job, it can be life-threatening, right? Very important. So again, I'll say, what can you do to keep your liver healthy? Limit the fat in your diet. Very important. Stay away from toxins. Use caution when drinking alcohol. Avoid using drugs on a chronic basis, drugs, especially illicit drugs. Don't mix alcohol with medications. And, I introduced my liver support. Remember, it has milk thistle, artichoke leaf extract, dandelion root extract, methionine, choline, and turmeric. So in addition, we have, I love garlic. We have, garlic, well-known spice, but here it can actually help to detoxify the liver. Very, very important. Remember, you want to be able to, in addition to thinking about the supplement that we just talked about, liver support, you want to avoid illicit drugs. Be careful about alcohol consumptions. Exercise, regularly eat healthy foods, and then maintain a healthy weight. And there are vaccines for hepatitis A and B. Remember, your body's exposed to a wide variety of toxins on a daily basis. Super important. And you want to be able to make sure that you try to get your liver as little exposure to toxins as possible. So super important. Again, thank you all for watching. Christine Sutherland, always excited to see you from Port St. Lucie. Laura Probert from Farmington, Michigan. And then, let's see, Michelle Toole says, are liver problems always because of alcohol? Absolutely not. Fat in the liver without alcohol, Michelle, can be an issue. It's one of the leading, if not the leading cause of liver transplant in many nations. So fat in the liver can irritate the liver, cause inflammation, cause scar tissue, and go on to cirrhosis. Very important. You can have toxins, you can have infections. So many, many reasons besides alcohol. We just think, hey, if you don't drink alcohol, you're good. It's not always the case. Great question. Christine Sutherland says, aerosols like a body mist. Aerosol is kind of an aerosolized or a way to be able to give any kind of product, including medicine or other types of substances, in an airborne fashion, is the best explanation I can give you. Irdel Bar from Florida, thank you so much. And if you have any questions, let us know. Satish, of course, thank you so much for joining us. Satish Subramanian, awesome dude. Lily Hunter, thank you for joining us. Keith Beasley, thank you for your wonderful comments. I appreciate that. Valerie Johnson, thank you for joining us. And Farzana Ahmed says, is cirrhosis treatable? Absolutely can be, depending on the cause, right? When the cause, you can find out the cause, that's critical to understand if you can reverse it. If you can find the cause and stop the toxin, it can, in certain situations, be reversed. Others, it may not be, but still, You want to see your doctor to see how you can support it so you're able to minimize the damage as much as possible. So great questions. Thank you for watching and listening. Remember to share this with your audience, and I think this is good information for really everybody to really understand. You know what I mean? So I think it's really important information. I want to let everybody know again that, super important that the Facebook Live was provided for accurate information, right? And I want to make sure that we give it to everybody. But it's important to know if you have questions or concerns, you should contact your physician or healthcare provider. This is not intended to be something that's just to stand by itself. If you have real issues, if you have issues or questions, please see your doctor. This is not intended to be a replacement for that. I have to always let you know that. Remember, make healthy living a part of every day. Namaste. I'll see you next week again. Take care. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Partha Nandi. And if you enjoyed that video, you're going to love the next one. It's full of incredible information to help you start your health hero journey.